Welcome to DK Champ. I wanted to go over my results from the past few days and apologize for not getting some lineups out to you. I have been super busy on break and haven't had a big chance to do a lot of research. So I've just been kind of throwing some lineups in last minute and trying to cash out these. So this was 2 nights ago. At the very bottom here, I got third for 17.50. Did the same thing in the dollar contest and got 250. Also from that night was a single entry, which I did a different lineup and didn't cash in that one. Then I started going with double up. So I made a New Year's resolution that I'm going to play more double ups and less GPPs just because it is better for my bankroll. I did decently well over from basically Christmas, a couple days before Christmas, all the way up to the New Year. I did a lot of double ups and won a lot of those and realized that I could do a little bit better on the double ups. So I am going to enter most of these lineups in GPPs, and I'll probably still enter some quarter GPPs, but my goal is to list five double ups in the next 7 days. So last night started it, and you can see that I had 333, 307 that both won those two double ups. Not a good lineup there. That 333 did win me a ticket here for the Australian special. And then the 333 also doubled up here, and then I did a $2 double up. So I did $6 worth of double ups, and I doubled up on all but one. So I won $10 off of the six. So that's kind of the way I'm going to go. Even though I did have a decent night here, I did 50 cents of entries for GPP, won $1.50, and put in $1 and won $2.50. So that's pretty awesome night for me there, and I'm pretty excited about it. And I'm going to do about $5 of double ups every night. I'm going to do 5 lines, 5 double ups, and then I'm going to enter those into GPP, probably the quarter GPP, and then I'll probably do a couple single entry dollar contests for the big GPPs that I'm going to run. So I'm going to go through and show you some of my big picks for tonight. And once again, I'm back. I'm sorry that I've kind of been away for a little bit. I'm just trying to spend time with family and enjoy and doing some things like that. So we'll go to NBA, go to Classic, today's contest, and we'll go to a double up lineup, and I'll give you some of my big picks or people that I like for today, and then you'll have to add a few to it to kind of get the whole thing going. But I'm going to start here with, let's see, we'll do, I kind of like the smaller double ups better, but I definitely don't like the ones that you have multiple entries. I'd much rather play the smaller ones, so I'm going to filter and go through, and I'm just going to pick a random one here, 10 of 23 for $1. And most of these guys are going to be my core guys. That's what I did last night. I had the same 4 or 5 guys in every lineup, and then I just kind of mixed and matched around and got what I wanted out of it. So my lowest lineup was 278, and my highest was 333. So pretty decent lineups. So we'll go through, and I'll just kind of tell you some guys that I like at each position. Kemba Walker's in a really good spot against Dallas tonight. And one thing that we can keep an eye on here is Kyrie. He's out. So the guys that I'm giving you are going to be direct replacements for Kyrie. And that's why I'm liking these guys so much. So we'll go back to the guard, and we'll go to Boston. And it's all going to depend on who's seeing what, but you can see Teague's out, Rose is out. So Tyus Jones is going to be starting. His salary's decently high, and Tyus Jones is a pretty good defender, so Tyus Jones is probably a decent little option here. I'm probably not going to give him out as my number one pick or anything because I like some other guys better. But Rozier should match up decently well with him. Rozier should be able to still score against Jones, but Rozier should be a decent pick. So then moving down, I like Marcus Smart. He should be able to get a decent bump in usage as well. So you have Rozier and Smart. If I'm going to pick one guy, it's going to be Rozier. And I'll probably have some exposure to Smart as well. I think Smart's a good option here. So it's going to be a little bit of everybody's going to be trying to figure out who to play. You have Jaylen Brown, you have Marcus Smart. Um, both of these guys could see additional usage. The projection is that Brown's going to get the most usage with him being out, but I'm not too sure about that. I think it's going to be more Smart and Rozier. So I'm going to go with Smart, and then I'm going to go right back to that game again and go with Morris. Morris has just been a stud recently, and I think he'll be in a good position to step up again tonight for the salary. So these are the three guys that I like a lot in this game. Once again, you could switch out Rozier and put in Smart, or put in who was it? You could switch either one of these guys out and go with what's his name? Brown. But I'm going to stick with Rozier and Smart and Morris. Those three should be pretty good options. So moving down the line, Gomez should be starting tonight, and we'll pull up. See if we can find him in here. He might be listed as center. Yeah, okay. Gomez here, listed as center. And if we go to that game, let's just go to the Charlotte game, and I'll show you what I'm thinking here. So this game has a little bit of value here. Zeller being out, Gomez should be the next guy in line. People are saying Frank could see some, and it just depends. But I think that Gomez will be the one that's going to get the most minutes out of this. So that's a good safe value pick there for you at 3,800. So it leaves you a pretty good amount of money left over. And I'll go back over and show you some of the other guys that I like, and you can kind of make a lineup any way you want to. But there's several guys that I think have some decent value. Kuzma is one. Should be pretty good. You have Russell, should be in a good spot. A lot of people should be after him tonight. He's in a perfect position for this game, and I think he'll probably be a pretty solid choice for you. Moving on down, we'll go. Ingram is in a decent spot here. Should see a little kick in usage. Tatum, if you want to kind of stack that game a little more. There's just a lot of value here, and it's a little bit scary. We talked about Tyus Jones, so it's hard to pick like who's going to be the absolute studs until you do some of the big pay-ups. But if I'm going to have to pick one guy, I'm going to roll with I'm going to go with Russell here at 7,000, and that leaves us with 78 for the rest of your guys on average, and that's giving you 5, so you pick 3, and that's kind of what I'm going to roll with. And like I said, I'm going to kind of switch some of these guys out, but these will be basically my core picks, and that's who I'm liking. So hope this helps you all. Good luck tonight, and hope you win a lot of money, and hope you had a great New Year's.